Today, I want to share with you about reaching old age. Many people wonder who will stay with them till the end. Most people have such thoughts: is it their spouse, their children, their grandchildren, or their relatives? However, can they really accompany you until the end of your life? In fact, sometimes it's not that they don't want to accompany you till the end, but everyone has their own lives to live, their own paths to tread. Only a few can truly accompany you. There's a saying, there are no filial sons by the sickbed of a long illness, no virtuous wife in a poverty-stricken home. These words ring true. If someone is particularly unfilial and falls ill due to certain circumstances, they will see the attitudes and true nature of everyone. Filial sons are hard to come by, because others have their own families, their own children, and must shoulder the burdens of life and provide for their families. Furthermore, if, due to certain circumstances, there is no virtuous talent in the family, you will find that even your spouse and children may slowly drift away. Because without the ability to make ends meet, even the most skilled wife cannot stay in a poor household. Why are there so many lonely elderly people and solitary elders in today's society? It's because of family reasons, because of marital relationships, that they can only live alone. Sometimes, it's only in old age that people understand the shortcomings of our traditional notion of raising children to support oneself in old age, as it doesn't fully encompass the complex changes behind this society and era. So, perhaps it won't be your children who accompany you till the end. Moreover, with the rising divorce rates nowadays, even some couples in their 70s or 80s divorce due to certain reasons, which further illustrates that the one who accompanies us till the end might not be our spouse. Life is cruel, and one must experience it to understand. It turns out that health is the only thing that can accompany you for a lifetime. As the poem goes, after experiencing many things in the world, one realizes that peace of mind is worth 1,000 treasures. Only through experience can one understand that the greatest happiness in life is one's enduring health, because even wealth cannot defeat death. So, if wealth is represented by the zeros behind a number, then your health is the leading digit. Without the leading digit, the zeros behind it are worthless. Recently, an uncle in his 60s was hospitalized. In the hospital, as he looked at the cold room and felt the cold iron bed, tears couldn't help but stream down his face. You see, his children needed to work, and his spouse passed away early. Now, he's all alone. During his time in the hospital, he lamented over the phone, saying, "Only after I entered the hospital did I realize that everything in this world is false. Only one's health is true. Without life, everything is empty talk. All emotions are futile." Through his hospitalization, this middle-aged man realized the value of health. You see, everyone will leave you eventually, except yourself. And it's up to you to safeguard your health, because health is the only thing that can accompany you till the end. Secondly, what accompanies you for a lifetime is your mindset. Wang Yanming said, "A narrow mind is the root of calamity, while an expansive mind is the gateway to blessings." One's mindset determines one's fate. How do you want your life to be? Can you change it? If you can't change it, just like the external environment, which is a whole that won't change because of one person, but if you broaden your mindset, if you change your mindset, then your life can change. Because you can't change the external, you can only change yourself. Just as a Zen master said, looking at a bare tree, if you're pessimistic, everything you see will be desolate. But if you have positive thoughts, you'll be able to see its flourishing in the coming spring. Isn't old age just about understanding this? How your children treat you, how your spouse treats you, you can't predict. But how your own mindset becomes is entirely within your control. Because with one thought, mountains and rivers can be traversed. With one thought, seas can turn to mulberry fields. What accompanies you till the end may be myriad mountains and rivers, or it may be the ever-changing seas, but ultimately, it's your mindset. Thirdly, what accompanies you for a lifetime is yourself. With the development of the times, we increasingly hear the viewpoint that one must learn to be independent. For young people, independence means living alone, working alone, earning money alone, and thus, growing up quickly. For adults, independence means facing the ups and downs of life with grit. Whether it's frost or sunshine, one must face it alone, because the protagonist of life is always oneself. Similarly, in old age, who can accompany you till the end? Only yourself. As the old saying goes, you rely on others to run, mountains will collapse. You rely on others for support, mountains will fall. You rely on water to flow, water will cease. So, we must rely on ourselves to create a beautiful old age life that belongs to us. Fourthly, what accompanies you for a lifetime is your wealth. In this society, most people consider wealth to be mundane, yet this seemingly mundane thing ensures one's lifelong security and helps solve most of life's problems. There's a saying that besides conquering death, money can clear all obstacles. Money isn't omnipotent, but from another perspective, if it can smooth the path ahead, then it's indeed all-powerful. As parasites say, money is like a hot iron, able to smooth out everything in the world. It's only in old age that people realize the need for money in retirement, in life, and in maintaining health. If you have no money, you'll eventually become a lonely person. Let's be realistic. True affection requires money to sustain it because affection without money ultimately cannot withstand the challenges of life. Therefore, what can accompany you till the end and ensure your legacy is indeed money. Fifthly, what accompanies you for a lifetime is the doctor. There's a saying online that no matter what stage of life you're in, you will deal with doctors. This statement may be harsh, and we may not want to admit its truth, but the fact is that throughout life, we will inevitably interact with doctors. A doctor may not be related to you or have any connection to you, but when you have a problem, they are the ones you must see. Life is indeed cruel, and reality is heart-wrenching. We may not want to admit it, but doctors are always there. In old age, most of those who accompany us till the end are doctors. However, regardless of this, we must take care of our health and save money, for that is the way forward. In the unique year of 2020, most people have come to understand that simply being alive is the greatest happiness. Just like those who have narrowly escaped death, their greatest wish is to live according to their own wishes and bravely carry on. In old age, regardless of who accompanies you till the end, remember that only when you are doing well can your family do well, because one person's life affects an entire household. Today's sharing ends here. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy the Oriental Mystics channel, don't forget to subscribe. We look forward to your comments and shares. Remember, you are never alone here.